What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants training camp video. Forgive me if my voice is a little jacked up in this video. As most of you know, I finished a 24-hour live stream yesterday, so I'm not really tired, but my voice obviously is, because talking for 24 hours, as much as I love to talk, is still a lot of talking. So anyway, I just kind of want to go over what the Giants have gone through so far through 2 weeks in the training camp. Obviously, Eli Manning has been the talk of camp. He's been great so far. You know, obviously working with, I believe it was Al Leiter, working on his release, working on getting his arm strength better. They see that Eli Manning's looked really strong. He's got a really strong arms. Arms look stronger. He looks like he's in better shape. Now, I'm going to say it seems like we've heard this for years about Eli Manning and, this is the best shape he's ever been in. His arm looks fresh. He looks strong. I mean, so I don't really know what you can take out of this. It's good to hear this, but it seems like we do hear it every year. He's shown a lot of velocity on his passes along with touch. He's looked really good on the short to intermediate passes. He's been really good in camp so far, so it's obviously encouraging. He's going to be our starting quarterback going into the year, and at this time, he probably gives us the best chance to win. So it's good to hear that Eli Manning is looking good. Cody Latimer's been making a lot of noise in training camp, definitely trying to lock up that number 3 wide receiver spot. He's been really good in the locker room, taking a leadership role. He's built really good chemistry with Eli Manning. So, there's a guy that's trying to step up and take that spot. Left by Corey Coleman because of the ACL injury. Obviously, Darius Slayton was in the running for that. He's had an injury problem. He's had a hamstring pretty much the whole training camp. So, obviously, he's missing out on reps. Benny Fowler has also looked really good, but it seems like it's been Cody Latimer that is taking the initiative on getting that number 3 receiver role with the New York Giants. And, of course, there's Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has had an up and down camp. I mean, he's had struggles that any rookie pretty much would have. So you kind of expect that, but he's also rebounded and had really nice days as well. Obviously, the talk of camp is Daniel Jones' deep ball. I mean, this guy is dropping dimes from 50 yards away, just putting it right in the receiver's hands. Paul Perkins said the pass that he caught from Daniel Jones the other day was the best pass he'd ever seen. And, Russell Shepard also says he throws the best deep ball he's ever seen. So there's a lot of rave reviews about Daniel Jones' deep ball accuracy down the field, which is extremely encouraging because, as everybody knows, this was a big concern for the pundits and the media, saying, Daniel Jones doesn't have a strong arm, he can't throw it, he's got a rag arm, but he's obviously proven that he can throw the ball very deep and that he has deadly accuracy with that deep ball. So that is very encouraging to hear. But again, he's had his bad days. You kind of expect that from a rookie, and his job is just to grow. That's really all it is. So you want to see Daniel Jones improve each and every day out there, and I think he's working in that direction. So that's really good. This is the part actually that Eli Manning has struggled, was the deep ball accuracy. Eli Manning has not thrown the ball deep very well in training camp. Daniel Jones has excelled in that aspect. As far as the defensive backs go, the secondary has looked really good. Julian Love is taking on he's taken on a role of playing both safety and corner. He's accepted that. He's looking forward to the hard work it takes to learn the playbook of both positions. So it's good to see that he's willing to accept that as a rookie and go forward and do whatever he can to help this team. He's had a really good camp, as has DeAndre Baker. Haven't heard a lot about DeAndre Baker, although these are the guys that were getting the press out of the draft. DeAndre Baker, obviously a number 30 overall pick, and Julian Love from Notre Dame we took in the 4th round. And he was a second-round talent. A lot of talk about those guys. But it's been Corey Ballentine has been the guy that has really shined in this training camp, and a guy that really is taking initiative and trying to get into that starting lineup. He's picked off a number of passes. The only 2 interceptions Daniel Jones has thrown this entire camp, both courtesy of Corey Ballentine. He's also deflected a handful of passes. He's forced fumbles. He's been all over the field. He has looked really good. I think it's Corey Ballentine, however you say it, I'm not really sure. But either way, he has been the guy that has really looked good. They've all looked good, but he is the one standing out amongst the young cornerbacks in Giants training camp. Sam Beal is starting to fall behind a lot. He just can't get on the field. Obviously, we had the shoulder injury last year, kept him out the whole season. This year, he's dealing with a groin. He's really missing a lot of practices. He can't get on the field. And as a guy that's never seen any real game action, this guy needs all the reps he can get. and he's not getting them. So he is definitely falling behind for sure. Grant Haley, the nickel cornerback, had a great season last year. He was injured. He has a shoulder problem, and that's another thing. The Giants have dealt with a lot of injuries. Obviously, Corey Coleman, Sterling Shepard, Sam Beal's got the groin injury. Grant Haley hurt his shoulder. 9 Giants players were sidelined yesterday with injury, so that's not a good thing. B.J. Goodson is a guy that is on the bubble, according to New York Giants media and everything else. He's another guy that just cannot stay on the field. It's been Tay Davis, it's been Ryan Connolly. They've been getting all the workload. And B.J. Goodson plays very aggressively, but it's killing him as far as staying healthy and being durable. He's never really been durable in his entire NFL career. He does have talent, but it doesn't really matter how talented you are if you can't get on the field or can't stay on the field. B.J. Goodson is definitely on the bubble, and it's a guy that they could possibly cut just because his injury problems are not helping the Giants whatsoever. So look for that. I mean, he definitely could be cut. It could be Conley, and Tay Davis is obviously going to, get the linebacker spot. So, but B.J. Goodson might not make this team, and we'll close it out with the offensive line, man. The offensive line is going back to old school. These guys are veterans. They know what they're doing. They're very confident in themselves, and it shows. This is obviously the best offensive line the New York Giants have had in years, and we know that as New York Giants fans. It's really good to see Mike Remmers and Kevin Zeitler building that chemistry on the right side. We all know what Solder and Hernandez did on the second half of last year. They really built chemistry over there, and whether it's Spencer Pulley or John Jalapeno, the center position is up for grabs, and that's probably the weakest spot of our line. But the right and left sides are looking really good, and again, this is an old school group of guys, smash mouth football. They're very confident in themselves and in each other, and you can see it each and every day in training camp, which is a very good thing for us New York Giants fans to hear, that the offensive line is doing its job, because Lord knows we've had really bad offensive lines here for the God, I don't even know how many years. It's just been really bad. So it's good to see that this offensive line is starting to form and become a really cohesive and good unit up front. We're going to need it. All that said, obviously, you're going to get a lot of good reports about training camp, and you should. These guys are practicing. You want to hear good things in practice. You don't want to hear bad things in practice. So most of these guys should practice well. You can't hit the quarterback. There's no pressures. There's no sacks. There's not a lot going on. I will be looking forward to Thursday night when we play the Jets to see what these guys really can do. And again, the score is not indicative of the game. I don't care about that. I'll be seeing what the first unit does. I'll be definitely looking at that offensive line. Definitely be checking out this young secondary to see what it can do as far as the passing game and coverage goes. Definitely taking a look at our pass rush, and obviously getting a really good look at Daniel Jones and seeing what he does if he gets hit and how he responds to it. These are things that I'm looking forward to with the Jets. I want to see what the Giants do against live action with the pads, where you can hit, and obviously they're not playing. Most of these guys are going to play full speed because they're fighting for a job and they want to impress. But the defensive playbook for the Jets is definitely going to be very basic. So obviously they're not showing anything to the Giants. We play them week 10 this year. So obviously you're not going to see a lot. But it will be good to see real football, game speed football, and these guys actually getting hit. Obviously, you want to see what these guys can do. You want them to perform, but at the same time, let's hope like hell, knock on wood, nobody gets hurt. That's the whole thing. That is a win to me. You get out of these games without any serious injury, that's a W. That's all I'm looking for. I want to see them impressed, no injuries. So that's what I got for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, and I will do a formal thank you video for everybody that helped me out getting through that 24-hour stream yesterday, because it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, and it was a lot of, at the end of that, man, it was tough. So I appreciate everybody that was there, and again, I'll do a formal thank you video for that. So until next time, guys, it is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!